Joker? Are you planning on
Let him do it. He's quiet. I'm sure you ain't gonna die.
Please don't do anything reckless. I'll never forgive you. You still haven't fulfilled... even more!
This truly is...
It seems we had best...
We'll see you later.
There's someone here. Hey, up there! He's here. Move it immediately.
Good. Now... We'll retrieve the... Don't worry about us. But I have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent move. Nice work as always, Joker.
There he is!
Just... Okay, the enemy's focus. Everyone remember where we're meeting up?
Stop right there! Get away!
Take him down, Joker!
Another you that exists. You have progressed well through your recollections. Now, use that.
Comparing power level. No threat. Get him, Joker!
Ravage them!
Everyone else, head to positions.
Your fate will soon recall everything. Remember the bond if you are fated to continue past this point.
Okay, pull out before their backup gets here. Good. More of them? Joker, you should be...
Dude!
No! What the... Come on!
It's not a case. I'm not a Roma, and I'm challenging you.
Whitney, go. I can't confirm the intruder's location.
Huh? What? All right. All right. Joker, stop! It's an enemy! Even you... Huh? Joker! I'll end this right now.
My weak self relied on you so much. That ends today. Let's do this, Senpai!
The enemy reading? That's...
It's been a while since we left, but this time, it's my turn to come to your...
Think it through.
Go down!
Mondrian! Go get him! A perfect 10! I think that...
I genuinely have no clue what just happened. Wait, bad news. Enemy backup's headed your way.
Please go. You still... Then I won't stop. Since I'm not a member of the Phantom Thieves, I'm in... However, please don't forget the promise we made.
Joker, you need to...
All right, let's do it!
Kill them all!
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
Through there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor is completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there! There's nowhere to run!
See ya.
What a show off. You're so reckless, you know that? Enemies here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be.
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him! Let's go! Go, go, go! Get over there! Still struggling. Suspect secured. Didn't expect to find some kid. You have your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out. Suspect confirmed. Cuff it.
The prosecutors...
Just let me through. It's urgent.
Nijima-san. Besides...
You prosecutor sign... There's a call from you. Hurry and get it over.
I'm responsible for this case.
I'm calling because...
Well done. Now that you have traversed your long
The effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that...
the evil influence who wishes you...
If you want to win this
If you wish to take back your... recall the bonds you formed and grasp the truth.
Ha 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 ha.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the hero of justice. I still can't believe it. But there's much more I'd like to add. I do have a suggestion. Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider... I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against... You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved. First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin. One of the victims of the Kamoshida case. Ichiryusai Madarame's... the daughter of Wakaba the heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy. And the frequently probing student council president. Those are your accomplices in the So you won't sell out your friends. I find it hard to believe were there not a... Not to repeat myself, but remember, you had the co-op. Can you tell me? So you won't speak a word about either your team... Do you even understand? Let's discuss one of... There are reports that he was acting alone. Might he be a part of your team too? So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. So be it. You... Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero. Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish... Why won't you talk? Don't be ridiculous. You're not... Justice? Then tell me, what is... Saving... What an awfully You continue to stand firm. You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your store... But many people have fallen victim... The truth, huh? After all the... Are you listening? The side effects of the...
You realized it was our conversation. There's no way he...
Hey. Can you hear me? It seems you're mine. But unfortunately, although I find your story... Huh? What are you getting? That's right. No, I even had to call in a large favor just to...
So, how did that... Nijima mentioned especially... Good. It looks...
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. Goodbye. Do you mean this? Why wouldn't I know? Anyhow, there's something that's been bothering... Recently I was removed. A short while later I received... But that was... You were told someone sold... If that's true...
My suspicions were true. Still, to think is true, and all that's left is to figure out a way to... It's all up... Okay, giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be counting on you to pull the...
What's wrong? Might you have an idea? Yes, very... If you know something, you must tell me. You mean... I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated. What's so important about... Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone. Huh? Didn't Makoto and the... You need to show your phone to the true culprit.
Hey! What are you trying... And what about this The traitor?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed... Public security questioning will occur on the first... And thus, the date...
Please. I need you to be clear with me. What do... My God. You're referring to him. That... What are you plotting? I can't even begin. But it appears my time is up. This will be very well. And that honest look in... I'll place... I just need to show him the fun.
All right.
I'll be going. What good will this do, though? Akechi-kun?
Why do you seem so...
I needed my director to step in to get access, and how did you get...
For the same reason you did. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our...
They
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated. Nobody would ever know if things got a little...
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must...
So it was you're the one who sold out the Phantom. I need you to be clear with me. Who... My God. You're referring...
Is there a...
Akechi-kun, does this phone look...
Hmm? What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting...
True. This is good luck in there.
Foolish woman. May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate...
Huh? What are you...
I owe you for all of this. That's right. You and your little friend... Your popularity... That just made using you... Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends. Shido-san.
I've told you not to call me, regardless. Oh.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit... I considered making it appear they had a... It would be best to have each of them meet with an
Is there any possibility that...
No chance. They're not... I will keep my eye on them, just...
I'll be count...
They will live their lives.
Make sure to kill...
Understood. More importantly, they should be... Things will become quite busy once the word gets out.
I must be prepared beyond that.
Perhaps he'll be struck by a...
What was all that about? The Phantom Thief Alibaba.
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves.
How do they know I...
Goro Akechi he didn't come to interrogate he came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide. Yes, the guard will be one of ours.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as... Now then, I'll tell you, you must save him.
You want me? What is it?
Anyway, what brings you here?
Did anyone else? Nobody?
There'd be no reason.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate...
So it's all...
Of course it's true.
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make...
Huh?
I've been asked to hand...
You?
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you. I suggest you go into hiding.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say...
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young man who is...
Can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idol thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise. To think that the one behind all this is just a minor. But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Huh? Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You
Yeah.
stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That Phantom Thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It may be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
You're shitting me. We got him.
It would seem as though... But why were you killed? Why did you... Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while... Indeed, your death was a necessity. How might you be capable? Well then, let us...
Hey, they're... You realized it too, then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me. My thoughts exact. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy. Yeah. Okay. Let's get it. One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their that'll... I agree. I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone. So it's impossible. I didn't say it was impossible. That's perfect. Of course. This is gonna...
I see. So we're going to use...
It'll be a gamble. I think it's gonna work. You can't tell it.
It seems you finally... This game, there are still things that...
Hey, are you all... Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening?
Are you listening? Anyway, we need to talk about... Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have...
It's on a completely different level.
Not only was he trying to frame us, his offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him. If we go into Sis's palace, as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large...
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chip. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a large... He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart... And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was...
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it?
No. Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect.
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat...
But what means do we have of learning his identity?
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mask...
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether... The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crime. He realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan.
Damn it! So we don't got a choice.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested, and then Akechi will kill him.
Palace? The palace? Actually, there's something I'd like to... Aha! We can use... What's this? There's a way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning... Really?
You gotta be kidding!
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace. Yes, we could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the... Yeah! It seems that's our own... Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
Ever since the death of their teenage... However, the police intend on continuing this...
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work.
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them I'm gonna fetch him.
You're... her sister...
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much
it's ancient.
Man, that gut...
Look...
Hey, you big bastard!
How've you been?
Thank goodness. It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell Boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves. What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the meta.
Enemy? Fake?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up.
True culprit? I see.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply... We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor...
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was... In other words, you left him alone on purpose.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was...
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice. Yes,
Sorry.
Oh, our apologies. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just...
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at...
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition. Most...
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting,
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way...
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking...
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I...
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by...
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive.
It seemed odd upon further thought. He did approach us when we found our... That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an app! After a few days of listening, this can...
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that...
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate it.
So they plan to get rid of...
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil.
I knew he was acting strangely.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown.
On top of that, there's someone with great authority. That's why we had to make a move before... We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we need.
What condition?
First, we required a place inside the...
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks...
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes...
Back with Kamoshida, we... You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion.
I was seriously impressed by that. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I... Yeah, it...
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once... The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was...
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I'm sorry I couldn't see.
That goes for the both of us. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the date.
I'm sorry. There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely need. A perfect cognitive replica.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced they looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping...
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected... As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't... Except that was... We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police... And just as expected,
Him getting captured by the police?
And I had been interrogating him, but how did you lure Akechi into this
All I needed were the
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who... Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that...
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse. Albeit for...
In our experience, there is little danger when some...
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the...
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi.
I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried.
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never... That persuasion was... We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the...
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Understandable. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that the...
As a result, we emerged...
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit.
Yes. Plus...
This is stunning.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake, but what did you do about the bomb?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a... That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death.
The bad guys have...
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew...
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, the callous use of violence and even drugs is utter... If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
I almost became one of your assailants as well.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up...
Ryuji's a bit on the den.
Can it, Cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist. You saved me after...
That's
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is poop. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town.
Let us accept his offer.
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akechi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender.
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you...
The cause of death for the SIU director.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation.
The SIU is in disarray with his death.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this...
And on to our next story. The snap election for the House of Reps. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees, as the deadline for candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while...
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to a...
Have you figured out who's behind all...
Akechi accidentally let that slip. He said, Shido's.
Shido?
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong
Shido?
I believe he's a politician.
For real?
It's certainly possible that
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the site. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely be...
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in...
So his current position in... We'll make him have a change of heart. No... Mom...
Shido.
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all, just based on the connections I had. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her material from the moment Wakaba died. I had a hunch he would, but there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect Futaba.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associate. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves action.
Way back when?
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will.
We gotta expose that rock.
Yeah, we'll do it. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido. Got a hit!
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a
I always think of dirty money and shady...
What does he do? And where? We don't...
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent.
Talk about small scale.
Perhaps it's the diet bill.
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the...
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. Hell yeah! Nobody against it?
Of course!
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this to... Time for Then it's unan.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that diet building...
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means...
It's best we hurry before they discover...
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the diet bill.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I...
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you...
This operation had another purpose outside of his... Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassin. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand... He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal. Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only... We won the first round, but we must stay...
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever...
I finally made it this far.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young pup. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems...
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying if it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trick.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger us? And when someone...
It's because I sympathized with... I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved.
Well, my faith in you... I only need you using that power.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even after all, we had an active public prosecutor's office.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the direct... He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking...
This country's affairs have become... The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve... The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't...
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such Those who get in the way must be...
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths, which is why I made them prosecute the targets that I turned psychotic and solve them as... And thus, the charismatic...
Thanks to your efforts, my clean... Once I gained the police were no exception. With them...
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats.
When you told me that, I knew then that...
Their popularity was... After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. The current administration is dead. Even the government parties have begun splitting up. The time has finally come. However, inauguration... I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant...
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete...
The public resonates with my idea, and for that, that is my... Your assistance has been very influential in when I become Prime Minister.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country. Perhaps surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could... I believe I'll lay low.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up...
I am thinking about...
Well, how do I put this?
Well then.
So... Well, how do I put this? So... Well, how do I put this?
Yeah. Yeah. Remember how I hijacked... Well, remember... Basically, that might be able to tell that's when I saw my... But there was a chance... That's... This plan still... Still, I couldn't just... But you know how it has making the phone think he was pushing that button with... Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna head back then.
Guess he won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we... And we'll have all the time to come... To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, but when I consider the fact that he... I'm going to stay with you and... Well then. You know, something that Futaba said before, when you were in a pinch in the palace. She picked up a reading of someone who came to your So it was Yoshizawa. Then we'd better let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand.
Hey.
Okay. All right.
You gotta be kidding. You realize you're done for. Ugh, just don't stay.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds. We already have Masayo Shishido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country.
Conditions have not been met.
What about him?
Conditions have not
Since he's going to...
Conditions have
What about an arena?
Conditions have
Imperial...
Conditions have not been met.
It's no good. I thought we would have gained entry by now.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some special
Is that even...
Who knows? There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido?
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on...
That man over there is probably... Excuse me. I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I...
Sure.
What kind of person is represent...
His stance is dedication for country. He's an admirable man of action. I believe that he'll have...
An exemplary and...
It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers...
Look over there.
Wait.
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at 1. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early start. We should all...
The criminals calling themselves the However, I believe that these scandals only increase...
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be working toward personal gain?
The election's public notification is to...
Everyone's being deceived.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by...
Ugh.
Now then. Hey, hey! Oh! Yes! Hey!
Yo.
Yes, all right.
Let me explain.
Last one. Diamond Mine.
Conditions have not been met.
How many do we miss?
Perhaps he
Right?
That's not something to... We know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the meta...
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Goro. Him and his stupid compose.
So, is it true you withdrew? I truly apologize. Honestly, Then was it all? That was to... Once they lost public support, that's the same strategy.
Why is he being treated as an ace?
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines. I see his...
On the other hand, no one...
The Phantom Thieves are evil.
They're manipulating information using the...
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later.
Were there any instances before when you...
Well...
We didn't know anything.
Then why don't we...
That's impossible.
There's no way high school...
Well?
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a...
What's with the ruckus outside?
To everyone gathered before Young Jaya...
Isn't that an election?
Oh, right! The candidate...
I apologize for the commotion.
Wait,
Yeah!
Man, talk about being lucky!
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward this way. By the way, we didn't see him...
Now, our government such as this. So our children who carry the burden of the... I humbly ask that you let us all... I hope...
Is that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel.
Wait!
Hey!
Stand back.
I just want to talk...
He's a busy man.
The hell?
That's it.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel. Oh, I'm sorry.
What are you talking?
That more... Come on,
But these guys...
Hey, kid, you don't want to know what happens when you cross...
Let's see.
What are you looking? This country is filled with clues. Let them go.
What a piece of shit. Wait, he's the same guy. For...
You're sure? Shido's the one who ruined...
Holy shit.
Let's get going.
Shido's the guy who's...
What kind of fate brought you two...
Talk about a destined connection. Shido was involved in the cognitive research
God, what the hell's going...
Shido was already a politician then. Yet he sued a student. He must have pulled some strings so that his name... Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into...
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police...
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how...
What a piece of... Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are completely different!
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, it'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and it's beyond hypocritical.
He speaks about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on his mind.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others.
I assume the key word for what he believes the Diet Building is will be despicable.
It must be something self-centered.
Someone like him needs to be...
Let's head to the Diet Building again right after school tomorrow.
Stewing over it won't get anywhere.
Yeah. Hey!
Yo.
Yes, all right.
Let me explain.
Security guards became suspicious of us last time. But we still have no...
Think it's a barrier after all?
Where'd your enthusiasm from yesterday?
Ah, shut up. The real game's...
Enough chatting. You should only be thinking about the keyword.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being.
He wants to become Prime Minister.
Fortune. Hey, can you think of any? Just try saying anything. It doesn't matter.
Incompetent fools like you just need to
Steer?
It was a match?
What? What kind of scenery will that be?
I can't even begin to imagine what it will...
Well, whatever it is.
Oh, shut up!
Are we clear of the...
Get closer to... All right.
Did anything change?
Security guards seem to be gone. This seems to be similar to what happened.
But this time, the Diet Build...
Wait, look! That means we're...
Come on, let's go.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
I'll check it out. Huh? What the heck?
What's up, Futaba?
Futaba?
What is it?
The hell?
Huh? Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
This is bullshit! A country that children can be proud of my ass. is if a guy like this...
This is beyond
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well.
What in the world?
Whether it be for glory, my father died because of someone.
We gotta sink Shido instead of this country. A palace with not just the center of the distortion.
I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous of a.
Be careful. This will be.
We're definitely gonna take his... All right!
We must put an end to this by December 7th.
Let the infiltration begin.
Wait.
What's up? Now's my time to shine.
Indeed.
That's...
It looks like.
You're right. Listen up. Huh? What? I don't know what's the point. It's trial and error time.
Uzume! Go down!
Get ready! Eat that!
Persona!
Strong. Use anything but fire skills.
Persona! There!
Zoro! Not bad, Nona. They're done for! Cleanup complete!
Oh, is this a show of sorts? Mr. Shido never fails to keep his guest.
Indeed, those priv...
What's with these people? Why do they not feel any danger?
It seems they think no harm will come to them because they're here on Shido's ship.
They're not even sensing the danger. Come on, let's make him... It's somewhere.
This is... Hey!
These huge doors are up.
There's slots to stick in something like a...
475 people in favor. Zero.
I hear something.
Since there is no one against the plan.
Past? What's going on?
If this truly is the representatives' chamber,
So...
it's that large conference room that...
Oh, that thing!
Most likely a meaningless vote. One in which whatever Shido...
So he's doing whatever he wants by keeping only his supporters.
What do we do to get in, though? Should we find these...
Maybe we need some kind of qualification.
So basically, we need to prove that we're on...
You sure move on.
But what's this qualification?
Why don't we ask the guests on the...
That thought never crossed my...
Asking around doesn't sound like the guests here are the cognitive versions of them in Shido's mind.
True.
That said, the rule...
Right. We should prepare for the worst, of course. But I think we'll at least be able to... This ship is most likely an Ark loaded with those that Shido believes are...
We can at least gather. It helps that everyone's wearing...
He must believe that no one shows... Well then, let... Well then.
Hey!
Indeed.
There's a chest! Joker... Joker! Nice! Well then.
Well...
Whoa! Joker!
Still, this is a surprise. All the casino earlier looked pretty real too. But talking with...
You have that right.
This ruler's observational skills and...
Come on, no need to freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I was just thinking it'll be easier to make a plan since they can talk normal. Alright. Let's...
Huh. Gotcha.
You're right. It seems...
Please hear me out.
Hey, listen! Listen up!
It's no use. I can't keep...
I can only remember about 2 of them. Right?
We're up against 5... The politician Owe, a former noble, a TV station president, an IT company president, and a cleaner. We get certification from them and obtain, but only go for the cleaner after.
Whoa, now... If we can't remember the details on the VIPs, let's reconvene.
Alright, let's get...
Hey!
Well... Okay.
Yo. Yo.
The real question to be asked.
Yes, all right.
Let me explain.
It's me.
Hey. Hey.
Hey, are you sure it's okay for him to be down here working right now? I mean, wouldn't it be bad if a Shujin student walked in and saw it?
Don't worry about it.
Welcome. What did I just...
Nah, still
Senpai? You're not like a stunt double or something, right? Same to you. Wait, that's not...
Well, are you pleased? I'm the one who set this up. A little surprise. I asked Futaba to do me a favor.
And I asked Ryuji to pass the message along to Kasumi.
I knew you'd be wiped out for a while, so I made sure to give you time to recover.
Thank God. No one cares about my ski.
Well, it looks like you know what's been going on with him. Take a seat, why don't you? No reason to stand. I'm going out for a bit to grab some groceries. I'll let you all...
So you're... Yoshi's... Well, what's up? It's a pleasure.
Yes, nice to meet...
Could you at least figure out whether to be polite or casual?
Shut up! Don't you underestimate... Mona tells me that you helped him out in that palace a while back. We are awfully grateful for that.
Oh no, it was my pleasure. He's usually the one who helps me.
What a refined response. Are we really around the...
You know, there's something I've wanted to ask you, Yoshizawa. Why were you in that palace in the first...
That's... I was wondering that too. Of course, I'm extra grateful that you saved our leader. But if our plan had somehow leaked, then we need to change our tactics from here on.
It all started about a week ago, when we had lunch together on the roof of the school.
But...
I got the feeling that something big was going to take place that... I'm so sorry, I was actually following you the entire time.
Wait, we were tailed there?
We definitely had no idea about that. It's like night and day compared to when Makoto was following us.
I've been considering for a while now. Perhaps I should be fighting alongside you if I have special powers like yours, Senpai. I wondered if an outsider like myself should even get involved, but I couldn't just stand back and do nothing. It was nothing compared to how... Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not done here yet, are you? Then perhaps I ought to lend you a hand.
Well, we could definitely use the additional firepower.
Senpai? Well, you say that.
Honestly, we have no idea what risks you would face. Our enemy this time is more dangerous than anyone else. Also, we pretty much brought this entire mess down upon... We're delighted by the offer, but we really can't drag you into this. Moreover, you have something to do yourself.
I believe I'd be acting selfishly if I were... Very well. I understand your reasoning. If that's the situation, then I'll... But you have to promise me this. You'll come back. I don't ever want to feel as horrible as I... I really do believe you. It's time I get going. Well, be seeing you.
Okay.
Then...
Ah, you're back.
Have you made your decision?
The real question to be this is unreal. I'm a sharpshooter. I post masquerade. Hiding both faces.
Welcome.
Free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask.
Oh, honey.
Let's go, let's go!
Welcome back! But... Hey!
Yeah.
I'll go! Whoa!
Ah, you're back.
Oh, it's freezing. Actually...
Thanks again. I learned a lot about myself. I mean, it was quite a shock, so who cares?
Whoa there.
If you had just told me all of this sooner, you wouldn't have been...
Who your parents are, and where you come from. Thanks to my loser parents, I got bullied by complete
My father isn't a loser, though. He's a brilliant business owner.
Shut up. I know that. So in the end, I was just stuck in my crappy childhood, and my view of Kaoru was all
I forgive you.
Wow.
Why did you help my father out? He told me you gathered info about Sudas. You willingly got involved in a Yakuza dispute. I'd understand if you were a member of the Phantom. Fighting for the underdogs. Like a gentleman thief. People have their own opinions, but I think the Phantom Thieves are... I mean, the sexual harassment incident...
You gotta go, Kaoru. Aren't you in charge of dinner
Oh, crap!
Kids grow up quick. Alright, let's close up. Suda changed rather suddenly, huh? Seems like he had a change of heart. I can't be the only one who was saved by his change of heart. Well, don't worry. Man, you really had me fooled. That whole... I hired you as a mere... The Phantom Thieves are using my guns to take down bad guys. They help people in... Alright. I'm gonna put all my effort into that I don't like to owe nobody because that's...
Alright.
But what the hell are you gonna do with a model gun? And the knives are just replicas. They're even less useful than a butternut. We were in the middle of closing shop. Well, let's... See ya.
Hey. Hey. Welcome back. But all right. All right, let's go.
Uh-huh.
Hi.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Really?
Let me see.
Yes. I see. All right.
All right.
Yes.
All right, let's do it!
Ah, you're back.
Oh, honey.
Curious.
Well then. Yes.
Then...
Ah, you're back.
Oh, honey. Oh. Thank you.
Oh?
I should write something.